Okay, favorite WrestleMania moment?
Yes.
Women's match. They really brought it.
Nice.
Plus Snoop Dogg.
No. God, we're not doing best and worst. I would have to say that that my favorite WrestleMania moment was when the Bootios came out.
That was pretty awesome.
You know, New
favorite
Day
WrestleMania
Rocks.
moment?
Yes. New Day Rocks.
Women's match. They really brought it.
Nice.
Plus
Dude,
Snoop Dogg.
so many moments to pick from.
God,
but
we're not doing best
of
and
course,
worst.
I gotta go with my broski finally getting his WrestleMania moment, climbing that ladder, throwing the Miz off, and claiming the Intercontinental Championship. Zack Ryder, woo woo woo,
You know it.
Okay.
Oh, we got it? Where we at? You know it? Yeah, we ready? Okay.
You don't have any of the audio playing through.
Her screen shut off. So,
And we're back on?
yes, we're on.
All right, welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live. This is our 9th episode of the season.
We're slacking on these.
Well, it's kind of crazy, though, because we're finally back in the studio at home.
What is this?
Oh, God.
I don't remember
Look where we
being.
are.
Where is this?
I don't know, but we didn't have to drive far this week.
Yeah.
Oh, so great.
Although it was a good week last week. Once again, thanks Richard at Zeus Comics
Yes.
for letting us join. Of course, you know, all the people at Zeus, the Marvel,
Oh, man.
This Week in Marvel podcast.
Agent M was
Agent M is
great.
awesome. Also, Christopher Dales and Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah. Oh, dude, this dude marked so hard on them.
So much. Such a mark.
It was a good show. I really enjoyed going there. Really nice shop too. But
Yeah.
man, and
You know, I
but
haven't
hold
been
on,
to Zeus Comics before.
but we need to mention how we saved the damn day.
Yes, you did.
So, during the This Week in Marvel podcast, the board that was operating their show started to smoke. Like, smoke coming off of it. And it was funny because it was between the fire extinguisher. So, but the board smoked and died. And me and Rob looking like, hey, what have we got in the car? We got a board. We're saving their podcast. Booyah! So,
Nice.
but anyway, thanks Agent M. You know, thanks Ben Morse for joining us, and hope you guys come back to Dallas sometime.
Absolutely.
Not
yeah,
just coming in for
anytime.
WrestleMania. It was a great. It was a great time.
We really enjoyed having them over, and yeah,
This
look
is
forward to
just-
having them again.
And it's National Beer Day.
Hey.
like we ever need an excuse.
Let's be honest. I feel like doing this show every day is National Booze Day, but
We'd be boozing.
you know we had a great time during WrestleMania 32. I mean, there was a lot going on.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you guys went out to the show. I'm not much for crowds. Plus I had the kids. I'm glad I didn't.
Went
go.
out to the show. Okay, between SCNS Live and Monday night around midnight, I had slept a max of 12 hours.
Oh yeah. Dude, we were doing Nerd Interference live on Saturday morning,
Change
and
the pace
this
on that
guy
one.
was sitting here just like, I don't know, I don't care. All right, let's do the show. And then, but you never noticed. You couldn't tell that you were so tired.
DC
Those guys,
rolls
when the
today.
jackass goes in character, the jackass goes in character.
do.
But I mean, big week here in Dallas. I mean, we had NXT, which I mean, we're talking about WrestleMania. The NXT show was awesome.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Nakamura and Sami Zayn. Holy crap!
How many times have you watched that match?
At least three to.
Oh my lord! I just have it on repeat.
So if you guys were watching anything that was going on this week in Dallas with WrestleMania, it was right in our backyard.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was awesome. But
Well, you know, big development here. You know, I talk about my fiance a lot on the show.
I'm
Well,
buying her so much wine for your wedding gifts.
oh, good. Oh, yeah. Shoot, I have invitations. Anyway, but I do.
How you doing?
She enjoyed WrestleMania weekend so much that she told me after the show, she goes, "Hey, we should start watching wrestling more again."
He converted her.
And I'm like, "What?"
Come on. Hey, what you should do is come to Orlando next year
We're actually talking about
for Mania.
We're talking about that. But yeah, so we watched Raw on Monday night, and the entire that's the great thing about watching it with her is because she's such a realist that the entire time she's like, "Now where is he gonna go do that? Why do that?
That doesn't make any
That guy's a
sense.
straight up fool." Whenever Enzo came out, like
How you doing?
She just sat there and was just like, "The damn fool." Like it was just great.
Alex was sitting there like, why don't we just go over there and stab that guy?
Yeah, that's exactly what her thing was. I'm like, man, honey, you were violent.
How you doing?
But anyway, so we have a great show for you tonight. Lots of stuff going on. We're going to be talking channel control. We haven't had in a while. And we're going to be talking about shows like Arrow, The Walking Dead, 11/22/63. That just ended. Flash versus Zoom. And a couple other things, including Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. We'll talk a little bit more about that.
Stop watching my movie. You son of a bitch.
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt's on Netflix. Thank you very much.
Was it? No, what are you watching on Hulu?
Oh, the Mindy Project.
There
I'm
we
totally binging that right now. But then we are also hitting the Video Game Museum. You and Rob went over to that.
Man, yeah, that you gotta go see this thing. I want to go back.
Oh, it looks awesome.
I want us all to go back because
Yeah.
it was that good.
It looks fantastic. And then I will be bringing a spoiler-free review of Hardcore Henry.
Oh,
That's going to be a lot of fun. And then you are actually doing Picture in the Rack Live.
Yes, because we spend a lot of time doing some other stuff. I will be doing.
It makes total sense. Let's do Picture in the Rack live in the comics. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah,
Let's do it live at the studio.
Too late now.
And then we get comments on our channel like, when is Picture in the Rack coming back? And I guarantee you guys, Picture in the Rack is back because Jason got him a brand new job. So, yeah. So, I've got a big stack this week, too.
Also, coming out of retirement, Mr. Robin Tropey is doing an Oh Hell No. And he has not done an Oh Hell No in about, I think, a year or two now.
It's been too long.
It's been a very long time. He had retired. He was like, I'm at the peak of my game. And then he's like, one more. He heard the fans.
There's gonna be a whole lot more.
He heard, you have a whole lot more? All right.
I've got like 3 lined up.
3 lined up? Wow. Okay, we were going to put him in the Hall of Fame, but since, he's not retired. But we're going to start this all off like we always do with a normal edition of Super Cool Nerd News.
Super Cool Nerd News is powered by Cinelinks.com, your one stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Keep it on Cinelinks.com. Kicking it off, looks like Furiosa herself is becoming Fast and Furiosa. That's right, Charlize Theron has joined the cast of Fast and Furious 8, which is set for an April 14th, 2017 release date.
No.
In other movie news, Batman vs. Superman dropped 68%, making only $52.4 million after its initial opening weekend of 166. Now has a total domestic amount of 261.5. That is probably the biggest drop-off I have ever seen in the history of a week 1 to week 2. Jai Courtney has addressed the Suicide reshooting schedule, with most of the internet blowing up saying, well, we gotta go back and make it funnier because BVS had no comedy. Nope. Jai Courtney spoke with E.T. and says, I think there's plenty of humor in it. I wouldn't say we're going back to make it funnier. There's some additional action stuff that we've been doing, which is pretty dope. Really, we're just kind of adding in that sense. So, looks like we're going to get some more action, not more humor, which I'm fine with because it looks damn good. Moving on to keeping with DC, new Wonder Woman photos look pretty epic. Check that out right there. We got a whole bunch of horses and a whole bunch of soldiers. I really hope they have some good horse trainers on that set.
So no apes on horses?
No apes on horses. We've got Amazons on horses.
Oh! That deserves it.
Boom! We've got a brand new release date for Wonder Woman. It has been moved up, I believe it was 2 weeks, to June 2nd, 2017. It will now go against Sony's Bad Boys 3 and the one that I'm sure that will take the box office that weekend, Captain Underpants. As well, there are 2 new untitled DC projects that were now been announced to be released on October 5th, 2018 and November 1st, 2019. You can pretty much be sure one of those is Ben Affleck's The Batman. Batfleck. Spider-Man Homecoming. That's apparently our Spider-Man Sony title. Homecoming. Because he's going to ask Mary Jane to the dance. But there's a couple other possible titles, one of which is Coming of Age, Greatness Awaits, and Suspended. Okay, they all make a little bit of sense. Sure, why not? Keeping with Marvel, Cloak and Dagger has been ordered to pilot for ABC Family, or Freeform, or something like that. I don't know. I didn't really get the message. Something about how they changed ABC Family. It's got a weird name, but whatever. We're getting a new Marvel show. Sweet.
And a good one. Well,
possibly.
potentially
Potentially
It's on
good.
Freeform. Let's
It's on
temper
Freeform
expectations.
Family ABC Pretty Little Liars. Okay. Doctor Strange trailer is coming next week on Jimmy Kimmel, who just freaking gets everything. Really, Kimmel? Really? That's okay. I'm not mad at you. It's going to show up on April 2nd or April 12th. Benedict Cumberbatch is going to introduce it himself the night after Team Cap joins Jimmy Kimmel, and the night before Team Winning joins Jimmy Kimmel. That's right. Team Iron Man.
You shut your whore mouth.
Haters. In more Marvel news, going over to Fox, looks like Deadpool 2, Ryan Reynolds is on... Wait, really? Is this really news? Of course Ryan Reynolds is on board. What the hell? Why are we putting this in here? Let's finish with one of my favorite ways to finish the news, Star Wars news. That's right, folks. We got more Star Wars coming on December 16th, 2016. That's this year. We're getting Star Wars Rogue One. Let me rephrase that. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. And we got a trailer today, and good Lord, did it look awesome. Maybe Vader was in it. We don't really know. But we do know there was a lot of really cool stuff. And I can't wait to talk about it with these guys. But for now, that's all for your super cool nerd news.
AT-ATs on a beach.
On a beach.
On a beach. How cool is that? Like that's,
Forrest Whitaker with a voiceover. Like,
yeah, that was pretty cool. I think the entire trailer was awesome. Mon Mothma.
Did they go back in time? How did they get her?
Right? Like the woman who they got to play her is just spot on. Like just perfect. Also, I absolutely love the heroine they brought in.
Felicity Jones looks amazing in the role.
considering Mon Mothma was the only other female in Star Wars, it seems, with an actual
time.
speaking role, except the one girl in Empire Strikes Back who said something about the Empire was invading. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Biggs Darklighter was who we saw with the mustache and everything.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
So with that, I know I'm getting X-Wings.
yes, you are.
Yes,
Oh, we saw X-Wings in the pretty much opening scene where you see the Rebel base. You see an X-wing in the background.
Well, I thought what was cool too is that you never see, like, I mean, yeah, in Return of the Jedi, you see in construction a Death Star, but you actually see it being constructed in Rogue
Did
One.
anybody else kind of just go nuts when they saw that dish being a fish?
That was
CG.
awesome.
That CG it looks so good.
It was like
Yes.
Star Destroyer. Hey, what's that moving in the background?
And bro, a Death Star movie. Hell yeah! Finally.
Do we get to
Shut
see
up.
many Boffins die to bring them this information?
No,
Have to.
that's Return of the Jedi.
They're all dead already.
That's the second.
dead.
That's
All
the,
dead.
that's the second news.
Yeah, okay.
So we're not going to see that in this one. We won't see the Boffins yet. But when we find out that they're running on the forest moon of Endor, that's where we will find those
we're getting
Boffins.
the crew from the raid as part of this. Which,
yeah.
I mean, when he was whooping somebody with a bow staff, that was awesome.
Bro, that was legit.
Dude, The Raid is probably one of my favorite movies.
It truly
I
is.
love it. It's
just,
so good. And so that they put that in Star Wars is even better. I was geeking out as soon as I saw that. I'm a big fan of this.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Okay.
what to expect going into it, but after seeing this
honestly,
teaser, I'm
if you would have
pumped.
asked me the other day, I would have guaranteed that Darth Vader was in here in some shape or form. Maybe that figure in black was him. We don't.
I don't care.
I don't think this
But-
movie needs him.
I agree with that. I don't think.
I
it
think.
needs him.
We're gonna see Vader in this. I guarantee
Well,
he'll be in
sure.
the movie.
You know, I honestly could do without him though. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But
I guarantee he'll be in this one. And we may not see him till the third act, but he's gonna be.
Oh yeah, I completely agree with that. Also, Emperor Palpatine, like his inner circle, his inner council, that one character, and the white, that was pretty cool.
The grand. We know.
Not-
Okay,
yeah.
He's got to be a Grand Admiral. We know
yeah,
that.
I'm sorry, not Emperor Palpatine, but yes, yeah.
Is he Thawne?
no,
No.
Well, their new version. Of
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't. A lot of people are thinking he might be, but I think it would be bad to if you're gonna cherry pick Thawne, keep him blue.
Okay, well, My big news for
Like,
the
that
week
would look
was
cool. Yeah.
honestly Cloak and Dagger being. Look, I know it's developmental and everything right now, but dude, that's a problem they were talking about like back in 2011.
Yeah.
And it just got kind of shit canned with Jessica Jones, which went somewhere else. Hulk went somewhere else, and I forget what else. A Mockingbird series.
I loved Cloak and Dagger. I thought that was a great series.
And I know they're going to do like a romance angle, but if you go to a website called Cinelinks.com, you can see a great article written by yours truly on that fact.
Shameless
I just
plug.
like that Rob came into our chat today like, oh, we were already talking about it. He's like, well, I was going to come in here screaming my head off about Cloak and Dagger, but I guess I can't now.
Yeah, it's just the fact that it's on Freeform though. I mean, I get it because it's
someone explain
ABC
this to me. What
and
the hell is Freeform?
I don't understand why they
It
named
used to
it
be
Freeform.
ABC Family.
Yes.
When did they rebrand
just
ABC
recently?
Family?
It was like
Yeah.
a few months
Okay.
ago.
Yeah, even I'll admit, I was like, what the is a freeform?
Yeah, I don't get why they named it Freeform. It makes no sense to me.
Nope.
Because it means literally nothing. Like, that's retarded. Anyway, but it makes sense, though, because it is all owned by ABC, and there's
Yeah.
Disney, and okay, fine. And that is kind of like ABC's teen angst network.
Ah,
So
I said that in the article, too.
That's probably what they're doing.
So are we going to get a Pretty Little Liars type of show?
I would probably say so, but I don't think more Pretty Little Liars. I think more like what they have now, and like I think it's called Shadowhunters, kind of like that, where it's like that sci-fi, like fantasy style, but there's still that. Hey,
Can we switch it there?
you have abs.
Well,
like you know.
The thing is, I hope they really explored from the comics. These two really had a symbiotic relationship with each other because
Yeah.
Cloak was dependent on feeding off of light. Dagger was always in danger of overloading, so they had to like be together. There was no way they couldn't be apart. So they've kind of like in the comics, it's never been romantically involved. I don't think. I mean, I haven't read every Cloak and Dagger story, but they were very, very close. I mean, like.
They had like a brother-sister thing.
I would even say deeper than like a brother and sister thing, just because they literally needed each other to survive after that.
Yeah.
They were
So they need each other, kind of like I need Frankie Fisher
No,
in the ring.
just don't. Like,
Yeah,
that's,
but you're not gonna put your
Frankie's watching right now. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
And you know,
He's like, are we talking about Johnny Five?
one thing they
Johnny Five is alive.
see, one thing they don't with Cloak and Dagger, they've always been in like these embracing type artwork. You know, always seem like they're always wrapped around each other. I suddenly got a dirty image of him and Frankie just wrapped up.
Oh. How much do you want to bet though that like during this
I
whole
need more
thing,
alcohol.
because of the fact that it's going to be on Freeform, that it's just going to be like kind of that music that like
Of course,
and then it's
going to
be
in
like
there.
I need you, and
But we can
like,
never be together, or some bullshit.
I'll never leave you. Like you know, it's gonna be like that, and then and then it's gonna be like some like enemy, quick dagger attack.
So
I protect you
either
like
way-
all the time. I'm so sick of it.
Oh, our buddy Chelton Perry has joined us.
Well-
I love Chilton.
Thanks for
what
letting
are
me
we-
be in your thing, man.
That
What are
is
we thinking?
No, hold up. No, don't
Phrasing.
ever say phrasing, bro. Thanks for letting me be in your thing. We just talked about him and Frankie doing it.
How you
now
doing,
you're gonna be
Frankie?
like, hey, thanks for letting me be in your thing.
Was it tight?
Chelton, thanks for letting me do voiceover in your short film.
There you go. Wow.
all right, now back to the news. What are we thinking about the possible Spider-Man title?
Oh God, that's not necessary.
I don't hate it because it is based off of a series.
It's not.
Homecoming is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Homecoming is a series, and if you're familiar with that series, they have Tony Stark in there and Captain
Okay.
America, so it makes sense that they're gonna go that route with it.
Just name
It's
the
just, I
damn
definitely,
movie. Just,
I definitely don't think coming of age. I think that sounds stupid.
just
No,
call
but
it
I think
Spectacular
Homecoming's fine,
Spider-Man.
yeah.
I wanted that. I was hoping that that's
We've
what they were
done
gonna go with
amazing.
that.
We've done Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man.
Well, and there's still the prospect that they will do Spectacular Spider-Man
this is rumor right now.
yeah, because they just bought or they just registered the URL. That's
Yeah.
all this is. So it's not like anybody's saying, "Oh, it's Spider-Man Homecoming," but they just got the rights to it just in case they want to do that. I mean, studios do it all the time.
All the time. There's
Yeah.
hundreds of different things.
Even video game studios do it too, like Grand Theft Auto. We talked about that last week, where it was Tokyo. They had registered that URL for GTA Tokyo, but they never used it.
Interesting in the chat room. Some of these may actually be for the cartoon reboot as well.
Oh, I could see that. Yeah,
I could see that. I didn't even think about that.
yeah.
Because they are doing a reboot of the cartoon, even though Ultimate Spider-Man is actually pretty damn good.
I love Ultimate Spider-Man.
So, BVS dropped 68%.
You know what?
I'm actually disappointed by that.
I don't understand that, actually.
I don't get it either. Like,
Let's face it, the only other thing that dropped that much was Fantastic Four, which held the record until BVS.
this is the one
And
time
it's not a Fantastic Four movie.
I will say this. I think this is one time where the reviews got it wrong. And people paid too much attention to what critics were saying versus just going and seeing the movie and deciding for themselves.
I know so many people that just literally don't want to watch it just because they've heard it was bad.
Yeah, I mean, look, we made a lot of fun about Alex Proyas with, Gods of Egypt and what his comments were about critics. I don't think he was justified there, but I think he was justified in a movie like this, where it's actually a pretty good movie. It's a good. I enjoyed it a lot, but people aren't willing to take the chance on it because Rotten Tomatoes said it was like a 38.
Yeah,
but that's not actually true because if you look at the user reviews, it's a lot higher. So just don't go on there and just say, Rotten Tomatoes gave it this. Well, just judge it for yourself.
There is one thing I will say, and for a lot of people, it will be a one and I'm done. Whereas we went and saw it at least twice.
Yes.
Because we wanted to see more. But there are a couple that people are like, that's one's enough for me.
Honestly, I didn't plan on seeing it a second time.
Yeah.
I only saw it a second time because so many people said it was so different to see.
Yeah.
Time.
It was so much better the second time. I remember I was watching it, and like the first time, I had no idea what was going on. I didn't quite get it. Like that first half, I didn't understand it. But then you watch it the second time, it just melds, and it makes so much sense.
I definitely gave it a better review, not a great review, but a better review my second time watching it.
Yeah.
Still, that movie was damned long.
Well, you're trying
and
to
it seems
fit
longer the second
See,
time.
but here, okay, it doesn't have to be. They don't use their time properly. Look at Wolf of Wall Street. That movie's damn near a little over 3 hours.
Yeah,
like
it's
1 or 2 minutes over 3 hours.
It's a long movie.
And it feels like it's half an hour long.
I don't agree with that.
I can watch Wolf of Wall Street on repeat.
I would say more Lord of the Rings. I can watch Lord of the Rings any time of the day.
Granted, I haven't watched Lord of the Rings since they first came out. I hated them when they first came out.
Oh, that's wow.
Xander from the chat says hi, Rob.
What's wrong with you?
Xander from the chat says hi, Rob.
I think I was, I was convinced by Clerks, and I'm like, no, there's only one trilogy. There's only one return, and it's of the Jedi.
Wow. That's
So what else?
I do want to give it another chance.
I do hope that people will change their minds and still go see it again. I don't think they will. I think
this one's run its course. I think
it'll probably get better on the Ultimate release or the DVD or Blu-ray.
The 3-hour R-rated film. We're gonna have to see how that does.
Yeah.
I don't think this hurts Suicide Squad or Wonder Woman.
I don't think it hurts any of the DC films, to be honest, because they are already going to go with it. They've stuck to this plan. They're doing it.
We start filming Justice League with Zack Snyder on Monday.
Yeah, and you've already been doing Wonder Woman. Yeah. It's going to happen. So, yeah. But that's about it for the news. That was the biggest things that we had going on this week. But, as we move on throughout this giant show that we have, I wanted you to go ahead and promo this video game museum you guys went to.
Oh man, this is awesome. Okay, so up in Frisco, they have opened the country's first national video game museum. Not like a video game museum. This is the National Video Game Museum, and it is in our backyard. Rob and I got to go out there for the big grand opening, well, kind of pre-grand opening. We got to explore the museum. Dude, it is a kick in the nostalgia balls.
Nice.
And it's an awesome one that you can kick me over and over again with. I got to play Doom, like old school Doom.
I love it.
There was one point in the...
What, with the Nazi paraphernalia everywhere?
There was one point where we're walking through the museum, and there's like a screen, and it's like the game over screen. I was like, oh, that's Castlevania. I wonder, and I put my hand inside. I realized I can actually touch this Nintendo, this controller, and I just started playing Castlevania. Just so awesome. If you haven't gotten a chance to go see the National Video Game Museum, I highly recommend it. But please check out our trip to the National Video Game Museum. Hey guys, Jason the X for SCNS Live, powered by Cinelinks.com. And check it out, I'm at the National Video Game Museum. If you have not been out here to Frisco to check out this thing, you are missing out on something. Look, I've been a gamer all my life, from Atari 2600 all the way now to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. This place has it all. There is all kinds of nostalgia here. They've got recreated games. Some of the systems that really gave us a headache, but man, the love is here of gaming. Plus, look, things you can press stuff and make things happen. This isn't your normal museum. You can actually do things like, hold on, let's see. Come on, let's go check it out.
And I'm really thrilled to be here right now to throw out a couple introductory words as we get ready to let you guys walk through what is the nation's first video game museum in the country, right here in our own backyard of Frisco, Texas. So I'm really happy about that. Now, if you notice, we've got about 10,000 square feet of square footage here, of over 100,000 pieces from the video game world. Now, what you guys do not know is that we've gone to your hometowns. We picked through your parents' attics. We found all the stuff that you used to play with when you were a little kid. So I hope you have your fingers warmed up and ready to play some video games. As you can see behind us, we have the world's largest Pong game, which is really cool. So prepare for yourselves to have some fun, because this place is about having fun and about celebrating the world that is video games.
But the mayor, everyone who was so positive about everything, Randy, who helped us along the way, it's just been a tremendous experience for us. We're so thankful that Frisco was so forward-thinking. What we consider the city is great. We felt part of the community from day one. You guys have something?
One of the questions that we get asked the most throughout this process is why Frisco? It was interesting. It all started with a chance meeting with Randy Pitchford at the DICE conference in Las Vegas a couple of years back, and we talked to Randy, and Randy said, "You know what? I got the perfect place for you." Randy asked us to come back to Frisco. He set up a meeting with the city council and the mayor, and we had talked to a couple of other cities about where we were going to be. The Silicon Valley seemed to be the ideal place, but I'll tell you what, when we came down and we talked to the people at Frisco, what really struck us immediately was that everybody here just got it.
It pretty much said it all. I mean, I'm trying to think of the other thing that we get asked a lot is, what's next for you guys? You know, as if we haven't worked 30 years to make this happen, but there is always something next, right? So our vision of the museum was something like a 50,000 square foot space. And try to picture this. I don't know how much you've walked around here and seen what we've already got, but one of the things that I've always pictured in a real museum that would have every possible all-encompassing piece is that you would walk into a library-style place with maybe glass or acrylic walls, and down those halls you would see the spines of every single video game that had ever come out. You would walk down an aisle of Atari 2600. At the end, it'd be all of the Sega Dreamcast games that came out. And at the very end of that hall, after all of these glass and acrylic displays, there would be a librarian. And that person would say, "What game do you want to play today?" And you would say, "Let me play that Power Stone game that I saw on the shelf back there." And they would walk back behind the very wall that you stood at and looked at, pull the game out from behind, hand it to you. You would hand them your driver's license, and they would say to you, "Station 18, that's the Dreamcast station." So you would literally be able to come to this place and play anything. Do we have that? Almost. We have the games. We have a limited amount of space to make all of those games a reality. We'll do a lot of rotation to make sure that you get the most out of this every time you come back. But we're just getting warmed up here. So you'll be seeing a lot of us, and we hope to be seeing a lot of you.
Check out my grandmother's attic from 1982 over here. I mean, he got the old school friggin' television over here. And this TV that eventually would stop working, and then the good TV would sit on top of it. So, and phone's ringing. Hello? Chris, how did you find me here?
Man,
There you
nice
go,
job.
guys.
That's some cool
That
stuff.
is awesome.
Look, we have to go back to this.
Yes.
Now, Brian, this is a big press event. There were a lot of people there, but I'd love to go back and talk more one-on-one with them because
Yeah, they seemed
the
really
three
cool.
guys that set this up, man, they got a passion for gaming, and you know, it was a walk down memory lane. Awesome. Go check out the National Video Game Museum in Frisco, guys. It's right here in our backyard,
Yeah,
too.
absolutely.
It's here. It ain't anywhere else. It's here in
I love
Dallas,
it.
Texas.
I love it. That's awesome. So great job. Great reporting from you guys. I love it.
Rob and I were geeking out that whole
I know. I bet y'all were. I love everything. I love the rotary phone with Chris. I love the Playboys. I love it.
You know,
It's awesome.
the one of the funniest things about that,
How did you get a hold of him? What the hell?
our old friend Nazni Voles, who's a big fan of Borderlands.
Yeah.
Well, CEO of Gearbox, Randy Pitchford, was there.
Oh, cool.
So I took a picture of Randy from across the room and sent it to her in a message real quick. And I was like, hey, send picture. And she was like, oh, that's Randy. I was like, hang on, I'm going to make it worse. It's like the A-ass thing all over again. And I go over, I was like, Miss Pitcher, will you take a picture? And he like remembered Nazni. And I was like, we just take the picture. I said, she was like, I hate you. I'm like, and I love you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, we talked about earlier, let's, changing gears for a second to something that people love as well, is Oh Hell No.
Rob, it's been too long.
It's been a very long time. Now, a lot of people have tried to have their own renditions of Oh Hell No.
That's what I'm about to say. Didn't Jay try to take over a little
He
bit?
did, but
mine were good. Okay.
But there's nothing like the original.
Now,
Let's be honest.
Rob came up with this segment.
Yeah.
It was his
You were like the prequels.
Wow. Wow.
Let's face it, bro. When you let
okay.
Rob run it.
Let's just go ahead and get off the camera now.
I
Let's get off
totally
the camera.
understand now
I
why
need to
I
vote
am in
again.
between you two. It makes so much sense. All right, while he goes under the table and
Oh hell no!
these two try to fight, you guys enjoy Rob.
Wait, can we
and
stay?
his-
Can we keep recording?
No, we cannot.
No.
Keep the camera.
Just, Rob, take it away.
Ah.
Oh, hell no!
Welcome back, everybody. It's another episode of Oh Hell No. So, Monday, Lake Elsinore man by the name of Alex Gomez was walking around the back of his house with his mom and I think his cousin, and he happened to come across something just laying there, so he picked it up. What he picked up was this. Yeah, dumbass picked up a rattlesnake, and he knew what it was. He knew exactly what it was, and he picked it up. Picks this thing up, puts it around his neck. He's hanging on to it, and his family member takes a couple pictures of it, snaps that, oh, look at me, I'm so cool. It starts biting him. And I don't say how many times, but it was more than once. He said it slipped free, got out, started biting his hand. So, he said, throw it down, blah, 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 blah. A couple hours later, he's in the hospital. Naturally, what can you say about this? This guy's a freaking idiot. I mean, when I see rattlesnakes, I haul ass. He sees rattlesnakes, he's like, oh, look at the cute little puppy. Hey, oh, let me pet it. No, Alex, don't do that. When you see a rattlesnake, you get the hell away from it. You call animal control. Or, you probably got a gun. You live in California. No racial stereotyping here. Just saying. Oh, anyway, go inside, get the gun, shoot the thing. Kill it. These aren't pets. And the people that do have them as pets, a lot of them don't just pick them up and start playing with them and wrapping them around their bodies. So, yeah. Maybe next time? Huh? This guy is probably going to lose his freaking hand anyway. And on top of that, it is going to cost him a ton of money. Because, you know, anti-venom is not cheap. You say it's somewhere in the numbers of $100,000 or, you know, I saw some article a while back where a guy paid $150,000 for rattlesnake anti-venom. So I hope your Obamacare covers that.
What kind of stupid, short-sighted, irresponsible bull? Whoa! Hey! What? Okay, no, hey!
That's all I got for you right now. But hey, if anybody wants to send Alex some pictures of animals that he should not pick up, he's in what is that hospital? Oh yeah, Loma Linda University Medical Center, or medical hospital, medical whatever the fuck it is. Whatever. I can't believe people that dumb. Expect this dumbass to go play with bears and shit.
All right, nice job, Rob.
Welcome back
Oh my
to doing
God.
Oh, no. I like
Freaking
that.
awesome.
Yes.
Oh, I love the Obama clip. That was pretty great. I don't know how long did that take you to do?
About 4 hours.
4 hours.
It was well done.
Just to find the right Obama clip took about 2 hours.
Wow.
So-
2 hours to find out.
So can we expect Oh Hell No to be coming back in a regular fashion?
Oh yeah, there's only one next week.
Awesome.
Excellent. You sure you don't want to pace it out? Pace it a little bit?
No, I got you.
No, he's got it. He's got it.
He's
All
ready
right.
to go, son.
Good. Well, what's also back on a weekly basis is Jason the X's Picks from the Rack.
Yes, and with getting back in after being out for so long, picks will have really been long this week, so I'm not going to do a big review this week, but I am going to show you some of the stuff I'm reading. But first off, Batgirl number 50. Fuck you, DC, for putting Batman and Superman on the cover of this fucking comic.
We're sitting there yesterday, and like he opens it up, and he goes, "Huh, all right, let me just see what's gonna be like."
I wanted the fucking.
Oh, what the fuck!
I wanted the fucking
Close it
Batgirl
up.
cover.
Oh, it's great.
What the fuck is this, you assholes? But anyway, Batgirl. I've always loved. I have loved the run on Batgirl. So yeah, that's a good pick this week. Deadpool number 9. He faces off against Sabretooth. Buy this comic just because Sabretooth in there says "Bye Felicia." Spider-Women Alpha. Now this was kind of a chancy pick for me, but actually paid off very well. And also, I mean, we get more of Spider-Woman Gwen Stacy, or as I like to call it, the costume that launched 1,000 cosplays here. So yeah, definitely that one. Uncanny X-Men. I'm not feeling this book anymore.
Really?
I was liking the kind of asshole team where Sabretooth was probably the nicest guy on this team, because he's still a nice guy out of Axis, but this book might be falling off next month if the next issue is not good. So,
is that the one that Mystique is running the team?
She's on the team. Magneto's running the team.
Okay.
So.
Can I also ask, why is it that M&Ms are on the back
I don't
of
know.
like
I'm
every
so sick of
single
these.
one?
Anyway, Uncanny Avengers Standoff was actually not worth reviewing this week. This book, though, Old Man Logan number 4.
Oh.
I know Wolverine is dead, but the Old Man Logan books are really good. He's in our time, and he's kind of like a desperate. He's kind of like. What was the movie with Bruce Willis where he traveled back in time?
Oh, that was Looper.
Looper.
Yeah.
Think Looper in this.
Ooh.
And Wolverine is back to try to prevent some bad shit from happening. It's
That's
actually
pretty
very
cool.
good.
And also, M&M's on the back.
Oh, shut up. Now, one book you want to be getting because we're leading to that big crossover this year, The Road to Civil War Part 2, and this is Iron Man, so you know what side Tony's on.
Right.
Tony's still a dick. But
Team
this
winning.
is what we talked about during Zeus Comics.
I was
whenever we were
willing,
with
I was
Agent
willing to
M.
beat information out of Agent M.
Yes. You were willing to sell your child to Agent
There
M.
you can have a kid.
Yeah.
Leading up to Civil War, I am going to be picking up stuff that is preluding into it just because it's going to be a big Marvel event.
And also, M&M's on the back.
Yeah, it's true. It's right here. That should be a drinking game.
Okay, one of my favorite books this week, Black Panther #1, mainly because Black Panther is one of the most underused characters in the Marvel Universe. I really hope this run goes well for him. It seems to be. I love the little suit design, suit redesigns in here. But yeah, T'Challa he's richer than Tony Stark. He runs a freaking kingdom. Please let this run be good. I expect this to at least go a year. Please don't cancel it. That's #1. Midnighter, one of my favorite characters from DC Comics. Apollo returns in this one. I've waited for, look, I know people go like, oh, they're gay. Shut up, you're an asshole. But Apollo returns and not going to be the big happy ending that everybody kind of wants. Now, fun book this week. Bruce Lee, The Dragon Rises #1.
Yeah.
Imagine, separate yourself from reality. Bruce didn't die. And he's still young, strong. This is just an entertaining book. And if you're a big fan of like old school kung fu spaghetti westerns that have Bruce Lee, I definitely recommend picking this book up. Not because it's not a great like, oh, it's so deep. No, it's just a fun read. So
that's awesome.
And one that I've been missing out on. I'm so glad I picked up Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #2. Yeah, it's 90s nostalgia. But they're already being very Tommy heavy already, so. But I'm still gonna buy it because I'm a mark for anything that's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Super Sentai. So
yes.
Yeah, those are my picks for the week. Much more than my usual 4.
Excellent.
I got a comic question for you.
Is this from the chat or something?
No, this is from me.
Okay.
Have you read Superman American Alien?
I read some of it.
The Max Landis run.
I read some of it, and honestly, how many times can you tell Superman's origin?
See, because I've heard Max, because Max Landis. He's a little out there with some of the things.
Yeah,
he writes.
and I think I actually reviewed the first issue, and that was it for me.
That was it. Okay.
There's only so many. Look, you can try to put all these spins on Superman's origin, but you know what? Just let it be the established origin, okay? Mm-hmm. There is no need to interject drama or real world problems. He grew up on a Kansas farm, all right? Let him have that simple life, because then he goes to Metropolis and everything is even for the guy that can fly and super strong. Okay. So, yeah.
By the way, just, side note, not even related to this. I thank you, Xander. By the way, saying no tomato plants again. Thanks for watching, buddy.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. You know how hard we worked on that skit? I love it. That's awesome. Speaking of things, so now we're going to switch gears again. I recently got a chance to see Hardcore Henry.
God damn it.
So, as we always do, we decided to do a spoiler-free review.
Yeah.
So,
like we always do.
It's true, but, we decided to record it this time because we have a table here. So, actually, you know what? Jason, Rob, they helped me a lot during this. So, guys, take it away.
All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that segment. Next up, we got Matt giving us a spoiler-free review. Of Hardcore Henry.
Matt, I love that thing. When it was a video, by Biting Elbows. Go look for it.
I think that was the one thing they got right about Doom. So anyway, it looks like a really great movie. I'm going to go see it this weekend, but Matt got to go see it Wednesday and get an early peek at it. So
that bastard.
Yeah, we're all a little jealous. But anyway, here is Matt with spoiler-free review.
Sorry, folks. I thought Matt was here, but isn't he? Was he here?
Well, he's making a big entrance.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to make the whole Hollywood. Here's me.
It's like the Miz. Anyway, so anyway, like I said, spoiler-free review of Hardcore Henry. Matt, take it away, buddy.
With the goats. Yeah, let's go. Sorry.
This is awkward.
I could have sworn I heard him outside. His car or something. Could you should you go check on him?
Sure, whatever.
Something?
I'll
All right. Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, folks. Sorry about that. We're gonna go get Matt and see about doing this whole spoiler-free review of Hardcore Henry.
Oh, there you are. Hey, whoa, that's a gun. Hey, okay, whoa.
Son Rob, hold him down. I'm gonna kill you. This is a toy. What? You son of a God swivel.
What'd he do? What'd he do?
That may have been one of my favorite things we've ever done on this show.
Shut the fuck up. Sorry, it rendered small, but yeah.
You get it. You get what
got
happened.
way too much into Hardcore Henry.
Oh, it was so much fun. But if we had a behind the scenes thing,
hold on,
you should have seen
You're
everything
that
we did.
kid that comes out of a movie and like you come out of Superman and find something to tie a cape onto you.
Yes, I become the movie. That's exactly what happens. Yeah.
You would come out of a Flash movie like, ooh, and running fast or something like that.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? I do that too.
Anytime Matt comes out of a movie, he wants to be that character. But yeah.
It's true. But man, that was a lot of fun.
Tell me about Hardcore Henry though.
So Hardcore Henry it's just a really fun movie. There's not a whole much there's not a lot of story involved, and there doesn't really need to be, because you go for the experience, because you're seeing everything from Henry's point of view, and it's a really cool way of doing things, and there's little twists and turns throughout the whole film, and there's a lot of funny parts, and Charlton Copley, freaking amazing. I loved it.
He does.
So, except for powers, but you didn't.
Chappie.
I don't mind powers.
I am Chappie. I am consciousness.
I am Chappie. I am consciousness.
But yeah, so I absolutely loved the movie. I agree with Garrett on Cinelinks.com. You can check out his review right now.
Rated GSP?
About a 3.9 is what I would give it out of 5. But it's fun. It's just a really fun movie. But it is disorienting too. Very.
Yeah,
disorienting.
I don't think nothing about it makes me want to see it.
I'm gonna take the kids this weekend.
Don't do that. No, do not. No.
They're gonna see the violence eventually.
It's gonna scar them.
Sometimes Daddy has to kick.
It's gonna be like Eddie's just gonna sit there and just be like, "Daddy, no," and then Lizzie's just gonna be like,
Daddy's bringing the pain.
Lizzie's just gonna, your daughter's just gonna stare at it and just watch it and just be like, "Yes." Like you're just gonna look at her and be like, "Oh God." She's gonna look at you like,
destroy him, Father.
You know, funny thing, I play really rough with my kids just because they're my kids. I play rough with them. I sometimes like forget out in public, and people like, look, I box my kids. Okay, it's like Leonidas and friggin' 300. Okay, and I sometimes forget in public.
This is the X House.
And people will look at me like, "Oh my God, did he just ball up fists?" It's like, yes, but they ball up fists too. It's like,
I freaking love it.
Anytime my kids like hit like this, I berate them. I'm like, hey. No, jab. Gift a gab and a gift a jab.
I wish, during the entire thing that we had done for this this sketch, though, is I really wish we had a behind the scenes camera for this, because we had we did this probably 3 or 4 times trying to get this done. Okay, so. I found out I was going to go to Hardcore Henry. I let them know, and I was like, guys, I have a great idea. Let's do a spoiler-free review, but, the way Hardcore Henry would do it. And they're like, yeah, let's totally do it. Let's go.
Once again, Matt comes out of something like, let's do it like this movie.
Yeah. So I had the whole idea, choreographed and everything, right? And then we're trying to figure out, okay, how are we going to actually film it? So at first, we get a hat. We strap it to my head, and that's what we did. So then the next one, we were like, I don't know, maybe let's try something different. So we tried my mouth, that kept slipping. Then we tried my neck, but that was weird because it just wouldn't show things right. And then the last one we tried was on my eyes. So I can't see anything because he's put that. What's it called again?
A balaclava.
Yeah, a balaclava. So he puts it on, and then I put like these sunglasses on that like strap to the back, and then they duct tape the phone all the way around my head. So all I see is just a really close-up video, just like this. That's all I can see. And the entire time, like, they have to guide me out. And then we, like, when I came in, he had to pull me in, shoot, go around. It was crazy.
Well, if there's one thing on this show, we're certainly not close to trying new things.
No, it's a lot of fun. But yes, so that was our spoiler-free review of Hardcore Henry. Check it out. Hope you have fun. Just don't expect to be, blown away by a big story. It's fun. But now, something we also haven't done in a while is channel control.
A little bit of channel control. All right, then. Is Rob going to come over for channel control?
Rob, will you join us for channel control?
We have this empty microphone over here.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, Rob's going to come back. All right.
Anyway, so big week in TV this week.
Yeah, we have a lot going on. There was a big
intro.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. I'm sorry.
Well, okay, yes.
Run the damn intro.
Run the intro.
It's got the girls dancing.
All right, now Rob is going to hurry up and get on over here.
I don't know why Rob didn't come over here, why the intro was running.
He was helping with the audio.
Doing something.
He was helping with the audio.
So while he sits down, like, first thing off this week, Arrow.
Yep.
Arrow.
There was a big thing that happened during Arrow this week. We finally found out who was in the grave.
If you have not watched this week's Arrow, we're about to talk spoilers for it in 3, 2, 1.
I really haven't watched it either. So.
You haven't watched it, but you know.
Yeah, I know, but I haven't watched it. Yeah.
So, big thing is that we find out who's in the grave, and it's none other than Laurel.
Do we really? Is this a red herring now?
It's a red herring.
I think it has to be a red herring.
Totally a red herring.
There's some stuff that just came out saying that she's not really dead.
Because
she's gonna come back, or
yeah.
Well, because she's gonna. They said she's going to be on Legends of Tomorrow, which is fine. They can time travel. They can go win it before. But they also said she's coming to Flash.
Yeah, well, they said that she might come to Flash.
No, the one that's going to be on Flash is supposed to be Black Scream, or it's the Earth 2 Black Canary.
Okay,
that's going to come through. So she can play that character. That's fine.
I don't think she's dead. I think it is a total because the whole there's something I need you to do.
Yeah.
Cut away and come back and she's coding.
Yeah,
all of a sudden.
I completely agree because they even said they're like she's gonna be fine. It's no big deal.
And then Oliver knew some ancient technique or something to make her appear dead.
Right. Well, also foam from the mouth, but yeah.
To protect Quentin Lance or whatever. God damn it. Although I do like when he like popped up and like punched the other police chief.
And look,
or whatever.
And here's what's funny. Look, I honestly have hated Laurel Lance's character throughout the entire run.
Yeah,
I wanted her to be the one they kill. I was like, kill this bitch off, get rid of her.
Okay, I'm gonna.
And I thought I was gonna be excited when they killed, and they actually got me to care. I was like, I think it was with Detective Lance that made me care. But
well, they started giving her more screen time and more like relevant scripting, because a lot of the times it was just like, so what are we gonna do? I don't know, Oliver. What are we gonna do? And then it's just.
She was written so terribly.
Yes, yes.
Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. She was written terribly.
She was a know-it-all, like, annoying. And then, like, when she had her drinking problem, I didn't even care.
And then she has 3 boxing lessons.
Yes.
And she's the greatest fighter ever.
One of. Yeah.
It was just badly written.
I think she sometimes gets too much of a bad.
I think the actress is fine. She does the best she can with what she's given, but she's been given a shitty script.
I completely agree with that evaluation, but I do think it's going to be very short-lived.
So
yeah, but she's White Canary. That's fine.
I know, but I want her back.
All right, so next up.
The next one, let's stick in the same vein. I was going to go to Walking Dead, but we'll go to there second. But let's go to Flash. We did not have an episode of Flash this week, which is annoying.
Why?
Very annoying.
Well, you know what? It worked out for me because I got to watch the crossover.
Nice. Well,
I normally watch Flash and then iZombie, and
right, but this time it was just iZombie. So on Flash. Next week is going to be Versus Zoom. That is what the title is called, is Versus Zoom. So they kind of have to go that route because if you remember, in the next episode of Arrow is the funeral scene, and you see Barry come up and be like, "Oh, sorry I couldn't make it," and he goes, "Zoom." Yeah. So, versus Zoom is actually going to show us a backstory to Zoom. Are we excited about this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because I want to know what's going on.
Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of loose ends that need to be tied up, but honestly, this has been a really good season.
It really has. I loved Flashback. I loved that episode.
Now, the thing is, you said before that there was no Earth One Jay Garrick.
Well, there was. I did say there was.
But he was named.
Yeah, he was on
Hunter Zolman.
Yes, and he was sitting on the bench. They even showed him sitting on the bench. But my thing was, maybe it was one of them was Earth One and one of them was Zoom or something like that. Like it was a little confusion sort of thing.
I mean, the thing is, I'm thinking that he may have went and got him because he's like, well, I'm this and I'm going to be a speedster and I need to find this other reality character or person of me, give him powers, and the same thing that Harrison Wells did with Flash. Give him power so he can heal himself.
Well,
as they said with Velocity, the episode with
Velocity 9,
with Trajectory, he's dying.
Yeah.
So he needs super speed. So
could be. I don't know.
I just don't get. Are there 3 of him? Is that what we're saying?
There could be, but at the moment there's only 2. Yeah. But there could be. If you're going that route, I know which route you're going because you're like, oh, there's Jay Garrick, there's Zoom, and then there's that Earth One
Hunter
guy.
Zolman.
Yeah. So
because Hunter Zolman was in the comics, if I'm not mistaken, Hunter Zolman was Zoom.
I don't know that to be a fact.
That's what
Chris says
our
correct,
producer says yes.
Yeah.
So anyway,
that could mean that maybe Jay Garrick, maybe Earth 2 Jay Garrick actually did go over to him, saw him on the park bench and was like, I've already looked into him. That's Hunter Zolman. It's not the same guy, whatever. Not knowing that was actually Zoom. That could be it too.
Because
if you remember, that guy was dressed in all black.
We're going to do a lot of speculation on a show that did not air this week, so we need to kind of move on.
But if that's the way they're going, then I'm going to be very disappointed because I remember that episode and they had Zoom in one place and him going on storyline simultaneously. And I'll be like, that's not really good writing there. I'm hoping that's not the case.
They might not.
I feel we're going to be going into Flash more next week, but let's talk Walking Dead.
Well, no, one more thing. Before we get to we're going to go crossover. We have crossover on the list. Let's knock that out next,
fine.
and then we'll...
Crossover.
You don't know how pacing works, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I just want to talk.
Yeah. All right.
Let me say something to the people.
We're talking about a fucking show that didn't air, so yeah.
But it's good because a lot of people want to talk about this stuff.
Flash
they want to
has been
know.
doing an incredible season. Yeah. I'll give them that.
All right. Crossover. I haven't watched it, but you go ahead. I'm not caught up.
I watched it because I watched the pilot of Supergirl, thought it had potential. I don't have CBS, so I can't watch.
No, doesn't even matter. CBS All Access is a crock of shit. But anyway, keep going.
Oh yeah.
This week, now that it's a week later, the crossover episode is free. So I went ahead and watched it. And I am content with the fact that I do not watch Supergirl. Perfectly fine with it. It is way too relationship-y.
It is. Yeah, I agree.
But the chemistry between Grant Gustin and Melissa Benoist.
Yes.
Benoist?
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Nailed it.
There we go. Look at me learning names. How we doing? How you doing? That was incredible. Them together were really good.
Yes, it was.
And it was a lot of fun to see it.
The thing is, the two characters have chemistry because they did Glee together.
Yeah.
So
I didn't realize Grant Gustin did Glee.
Oh yeah,
that's together for years. So
that's why everyone marked out the episode that he did karaoke because he was on Glee.
So could we please just put Supergirl on the CW?
No, it's not going to happen. They're going to keep it on CBS.
Probably going to end.
Yeah.
I really, you know what?
Now, if you want to bring her into our Flash Earth, okay, fine. I don't want the continuity of Supergirl in the Arrowverse. I don't want Superman taking place in the Arrowverse.
I feel it has been completely mismanaged by CBS.
I agree. I agree with that.
The thing is,
this show had real potential.
Look at the website that does show ratings, and that episode brought them up to their very beginning. Beginning of the series.
That's why you
brought them back up to those ratings,
and it is a completely content one story. Like there's no interaction between it and Flash.
Right.
it's all in her world, and there's not even a mention of it.
I was really hoping that there was going to be something on Flash, like the next week or something like that.
And there's no characters from Flash other than Flash.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this. This show had a lot of potential.
It did.
And it's been completely mismanaged. Fuck you, CBS.
Well, okay. I mean, but
It's the same
little
crew
heavy-handed
that
there.
It's the same crew that does Arrow and Flash.
Right. I mean, but here's what I'm saying. I think a lot of this, though, is a lack of viewership. And I say this because they don't go on Hulu. A lot of people watch Flash and Arrow on the next day on Hulu. And at this point, CBS can't deny that Hulu has gotten so big. They can't deny them anymore, but they're going to continue because they love their CBS All Access, and then they're going to do CWC, and then it is what it is.
Well,
they're going to keep doing it.
The thing is, because like you said, the reason why you hate them is because CBS and all those other stations. Well, okay, let me say this first. I was talking to someone today about shows I watch, and I go to Hulu first. Yes. I go to Hulu for everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I forget about all those other shows. There's stuff on Sci-Fi I want to watch, CBS, this, that, whatever, but I don't watch them. And when I do go to CBS, they make their stuff available a week or 2 weeks later.
Yeah, well, and it's also so hard to watch it because,
I'm not going to check them.
Well, this is my big complaint. I bought CBS All Access. I paid the $5 a month to get it, and I can't watch every episode of Supergirl.
The thing is,
so I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah.
You know, like if I can only watch 7 episodes of it, why do you even say you can watch every episode of every season? Well, why can't I watch it of a current season? That makes no sense.
If Matt had broadcast TV and a DVR, he could watch all this shit.
I do, actually. I just
why
waited
do you
too long.
make this so hard to access?
Yeah.
This is why I talk about the mismanagement of this show. Actually, this is mismanagement of CBS in general. Just swallow your fucking pride. You were wrong about Hulu.
I think it's because they could sit there and go, well, we don't care. We make enough off Big Bang.
No, they wanted Hulu.
Big Bang isn't it's not doing that well anymore.
If they could go all in with Hulu and say, look, here's our shows. Here's our popular shows. You can show 5 at a time. But here's our old stuff. Here, show this. They will make money. They won't make the money that they want to make, but they'll make money.
And there's some shows on Hulu with the current season, you can only watch the last 5 episodes.
Yeah.
So why don't you do that?
Well, and that's the thing too, is that CBS, like we're talking about how they're not going to make as much money as they want to, but you look at it, not even their shows, they don't even have like a good amount of shows that are worth watching on CBS All Access.
Am I not on?
No, Chris is trying to say some stuff. What do you want, Chris?
Okay, now I'll just
6.
Just say it. We'll repeat it if we need to.
Okay,
6.
Actually, they do that with on Hulu with Star Trek because it is a CBS. Okay, this is the weird thing about CBS or Star Trek. Star Trek TV is owned by CBS.
Sure.
Star Trek movie is owned by Paramount. That's the way they did the licensing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, so you do get... That's like the only show they have on there, though. But see...
But CW is owned by CBS. So they have all their shows on there.
And WB, actually. It's a joint venture.
Right.
Of course, yeah, because DC characters.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you, man. I've actually had to catch up in a not so... let's just say, legal means.
Hey, if I could, I would, but I have a crappy computer.
That's how I watch Archer.
But until I get your rig hooked up and running.
Mute 6.
Thank you.
Chris, mute
but
6.
in any case, CBS, they'll do whatever they do. They're not going to listen to us.
Now I know he watched it, so I can go home and watch it tonight or whatever. So
yeah. So now, how about it? Let's get to Walking Dead. The season finale just aired.
Okay, look. They want everybody to be left in suspense on Walking Dead. And honestly, I love the way they did it.
Yeah, I do too.
I love the way they did not. We don't know. In fact, nobody knows.
And a lot of people...
I did not like it until I thought about the whole season.
Well, and that's the thing, is that a lot of people are angry about it. They're saying, they botched it. They, did it wrong. It's so horrible. No, they did it brilliantly because you're going to go back on season 7 and you're going to watch it.
Now look, I don't watch Walking Dead. But
well, use a straight bitch then.
I got sick and tired.
You need to watch it.
I got over zombies a long time ago. I just didn't want to watch
This is different, though.
But I was listening to a lot of the chatter after that, and a lot of people were really angry with it.
Well, you know what? They can be angry because at least they're talking.
It seems like a complete different vibe than when Game of Thrones angers somebody.
Well, the thing is, there are a lot of people angry about it because they were looking forward to this. This whole season, me included, I'm looking forward to Glenn just getting killed.
But let's throw the
some shit early.
Let's throw the comic book out. It ain't gonna happen like in the comic.
Yeah,
I'm already saying it's not gonna be. Great.
Well, they've changed already a lot of things from the comic book
A freaking
to this.
crossbow bolt was supposed to be Abraham, but it was that girl Becky who in the comics was she lived. I mean, Abraham died.
I mean,
so
let's also look at the fact that Rick was supposed to lose his hand a while ago.
Yeah.
So I mean,
as soon as he met the governor, it's like, give me that.
Yeah. So it's a lot of things have changed.
Also, just Carl. What's the difference between Rick Grimes and Carl Grimes?
Oh, Dad, don't do it. No.
Rick has 2 eyes.
Oh.
2 eyes, Carl.
I hate you, Dad.
That's for you, Hannah.
Yeah. So,
oh god.
Yeah, there's so much, but there's a lot, as far as The Walking Dead that's been so good this season. But really, let's be fair. The first half of the season wasn't great. The second half was fantastic.
The first half of the season kind of went up and down.
Yes, yeah.
It was just like, okay.
Well, it got
no.
But the entire second half was just stellar episode, one after another.
Yeah, I think once Jesus came in,
oh, it was great.
It was just like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. The whole thing was just awesome. I loved it. Although it didn't make sense to me. Like, there were some things that didn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, whenever that one girl left, I can't remember why she left, and the guy left too. They left camp, and I think they went to High Hill. I want to say, I don't know, but they left, and they never really talked about why. They were like, "Oh, she's leaving. Okay, hug, bye." I didn't ever told her I loved her or something like that. Either way, regardless, but
it's probably just sitting there waiting to die.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Like, I can't just sit here because it's basically a prison.
Yeah.
I mean, inside everything is all nice and happy, somewhat, but it's a prison.
It is.
So,
but The Walking Dead's been good. I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Let's talk about Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan.
Thomas Wayne,
the man who has died almost as much as Sean Bean.
Oh yeah, dude, he dies so much, but it was so good. Like, he encapsulated Negan. It was great.
Yeah.
Like, I love whenever Glenn.
The only thing is that they didn't curse as much, but
yeah,
they
did. It was a little blurry there, but I love whenever Glenn was like, doing those outbursts, and he's like, "Shut that shit up." I'm gonna shut it for you. That's your one warning. And then they did it again. Like, somebody did it again. He's just like, "All right." Like, I loved it. And then how he picks.
He did it in Spider-Man. You get one.
Yep.
And next time that happens, I'm gonna shut that shit down.
Yep. Oh, it's so good. And I love how whenever he's picked who it is, he's like,
"Yeah,
all right, if anybody
saying all this."
Yeah. I love whenever he points to whoever, we don't know yet, and he says, "You're the one. If anybody gets up, does anything, tries to stop me, take the kid's other eye out and give him to his dad." Like, I was like, it's so good.
However, like the comic, you see, Negan has already that relationship, just in that one little moment between them, that relationship between Negan and Carl is built.
Yes.
He likes this kid. However, I'll kill you.
Yeah. But that's the brilliance. That's how brilliant Jeffrey Dean Morgan is. It's in his subtleties that you figure all of this stuff out, and it's great. And I love the fact that next season we're going to get more Carl time. Because you don't this far
Carl
into the series,
bigger and bigger.
Yeah, you haven't had a whole lot, but he has gotten better and better and better and better. And one of my favorite moments of the entire series is whenever Carl kills that guy in the woods, and nobody expects that that's what he's gonna do, and then you're like, "Ooh, Carl's a stone cold killer."
No, well, okay, of course, in that, yes, Carl shot that kid and just killed him, but in the comics, Carl is a stone cold fucking killer.
Yeah, well, that's what they're making
Carl
him.
Is a murderer.
That's what I love, is that they're making him out to be that now, and he's gonna grow into that. So I'm excited for next season of Walking Dead.
He gets better. as he goes along. But anyway.
Jason's very excited for his new Transformer.
No, I was letting y'all talk. Y'all were going because I have nothing to add to this next show.
So the next one, and it's nothing really that is out yet, but it comes out on April 15th. And it's on Netflix, a Netflix original series. Unbreakable.
The best thing they have.
Oh, I love it. I freaking Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Should I be?
Yes.
I watch this show.
Yes. Hey, you watched Blunt Talk because I raved about it.
Blunt Talk was great.
Watch Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. It's really good. It's really
Jason has his niche stuff that he wants to watch. It's like, okay, Patrick Stewart, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'll watch that. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I'm not watching that shit.
Oh, Unbreakable is so great. My fiance, they sell Pinot Noir from Titus. It says Pinot Noir by Titus, and it shows Titus sitting there like he's actually like a winemaker or some celebrity. And then my fiance, as soon as she finds out, she bought it, and then she got it delivered. So now it's just sitting on our counter, and she will not open. No, she won't open it until Unbreakable starts. Well, soon that night that we start watching Unbreakable,
okay, I'm coming out.
Oh yeah, oh it's great.
I love.
She bought an outfit like Titus in the Pinot Noir, music video. I love it.
We have some guys in our chat room. I was just gonna say our friends from over there are lagging out.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, and James Morris from Nerd Realms over here too.
Great. Thanks for joining us, guys.
So, anybody watching Fuller House?
Yes.
No.
I watched like 4 episodes. I was trying to binge watch. I watched 4 and passed out because I was drinking.
I think I'm up to like 5 as well. Stephanie Tanner got hot, but
yeah,
I finished it all the way through.
Really? Is it?
I loved it.
Okay.
But again, I grew up on it. So I overlook some of the bad writing and the cheesiness because the nostalgia is so much fun.
I grew up on it too, but after the first episode, I was out.
I couldn't do it. The first episode,
I sat there watching it. I'm laughing at stuff. And I'm like,
yes,
this is horrible. But it's horrible from what I remember back then.
Exactly.
I got everybody on screen in like that first scene. Everybody from the families in the room, especially like. Oh, so where's Michelle? Oh, she couldn't come home from her fashion empire to talk to us.
Right, that's cool. But like what I'm saying is that there's certain parts, like certain elements that I just couldn't deal with anymore. Like the whole whininess and the fact that they just really want to drive home that she's a single mother. Like they say it like 4 times in that first episode, and then whenever you have
the original, they drove home. Yeah, Danny's a single father.
Yeah.
Raising these 3 girls.
But then you have
this is ABC TGIF.
But here's the thing: you have that one guy that comes in and is just like, "I've always loved you. You've been on screen for 2 minutes. Like, calm it back, bro. Stay cool."
But he was a kid.
That's Steve.
I know.
We know
Chill
this
out,
man.
dude. Chill out. I get it, but
no, that's how Steve should be. That's how he was.
I don't know.
It's perfect.
Man. Like he walks in and he's just like, "Hey, I know you."
It was a bit too much for you.
It was like he's like, "Hey, your husband died. I love you." What? Like, bro, calm down, man. Just play it cool. Like, be there.
From the chat room, I got 2 words for you. Stephanie Tanner. Yes, Stephanie.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Stephanie Tanner.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
absolutely.
She's one of the reasons I watched Dancing with the Stars.
Springboarded her career right now. She's Dancing with the Stars.
Yep.
And she will do something later on.
Bro, it's like I said. The writers were in there go, look, guys, this is a family show. But let's focus on Stephanie Tanner's tits.
Okay, here's
hey guys, did anybody notice that Stephanie Tanner got old? Like she grew up. Like,
there was a guy.
She's well endowed.
When I was in the Marines back in '91,
Shelton, amen.
There was a guy. We were guiding fucking. I get to my duty station. We're talking about Full House for some reason, whatever. And we're like, yeah, this show, blah, 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 so and so on. We're talking about Lori Loughlin. He's like, oh, she's so hot, this, whatever. He walks in and is like, the girl plays Stephanie Tanner, she's hot.
Jodie Sweetin.
And we looked at him and he was like, that girl is like 15, 16
You
now.
sick motherfucker.
What the fuck is wrong here? He was like, whoa, no. What I mean is, when she gets older, she's going to be a good piece of ass.
That's really creepy, though.
It was. But the thing was, the way he explained it to us, I can't go, because this was like, goddamn 20-something years ago. We were like, okay, all right, we won't beat you to death in the fucking parade deck.
I'm just saying,
And he said that, And now she pops up again in this show and is like, I know everyone is like saying, he was fucking right. She is fucking hot as shit.
You know what? You have no ground to stand on because when you showed me the girl from Machete and you were like, hey, check her out. I'm like, damn, yeah. He's like, yeah, that's the girl from Spy Kids. I'm like, no.
I mean, she got hot.
No,
She got really
she
hot.
was of age at that time.
Yeah, she
Because
got
at first
hot.
I'm like, who's that? Damn. That
Hey,
girl is, that's
to
the
be
guy from
fair,
Spy Girl.
I did not walk to you and say, hey, Jason, I'm so Spy Kids? Remember Let's Make It?
No,
Oh, that girl's
you
so hot.
You waited until you were like, check this girl out. Damn, that girl's hot. Who's that? That's the girl from Spy Kids. Ah!
To be fair, though, you know, Rob does this all the time. He
No
showed a
shit,
picture
he
of his daughter, did not tell
You're
Jason
an
that was
ass.
his daughter. Jason goes, oh, man, she's hot. And he goes, that's my daughter. Oh God.
All right.
Yeah, Joe. Joe, if you actually drive up here and come by, you can be on the show and join us one night. Anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you should. Now, there's one more show I do want to get to.
Yeah, please, go right ahead.
I do hope that you caught up to it, but I don't know if you did. 11/22/63.
I have not.
I've not watched one yet.
I'm gonna now that it's done. I want to binge it.
It's
So-
great.
I think
I
watched
loved it.
up to the 4th or 5th.
Oh man, I finished the
And
whole
the-
thing. It's only 8 episodes.
In the next week and a half, my goal is get through that and People vs. OJ.
Okay, yeah. Well,
That's actually very good.
I loved this show. I really did. I wish that we would get more, but it's only 8 episodes.
The whole premise behind it is very good.
I actually feel bad. I have not watched the show.
It's basically James Franco's character. He goes back in time in this like rip in time. He goes back to try and prevent the assassination of JFK. Well, while he's doing that, he goes through all these other little subplots. He finds people, he meets them. You know, all these other things happen while he's trying to, you know, find out more about Lee Harvey Oswald and, you know, go into jail, you know, try and prevent it, you know, of everything. And man, it's good. Like it takes all these different twists and turns, and by the end of it, you know, I liked the end of it. I was okay with it.
The thing I like about it, I love shows about time travel.
Yes.
Just freaking love them. But I always look for the paradoxes that are created. I mean, just going back in time itself is a paradox.
Yes.
But the thing is, in this one, when you go back in time, if you try to change a major event in history, time pushes back.
And you see it does it in this show.
Time actually tries to kill him.
Yeah. Because they're trying to stop. And
it's like, you shouldn't stop this. I'm going to murder you.
I want to watch this.
And then like there's like different little things that teach him lessons because the past is pushing back.
Yeah.
So by the end of the entire series, that man's he's changed. He is no longer the man that when he went in.
I'm going to make it a point to watch it.
You really should, because James Franco Franco is
James
fantastic in
Franco's
this.
a freaking freak.
Really?
But
he's so good.
He is actually a very good actor.
I will give him credit.
Like I said, he is a freak, but he is a good actor.
He enjoys his silly roles, but when he's up for a really good role where he has to be serious, he does very good.
And he does a great job. He mixes humor, action, everything. Like I loved it. I thought he did a wonderful job with it.
And
Offer you guys recommendation.
Like I said, I only watched half of it. I want to watch the rest of it, but this is a really good show.
It is.
It's on Hulu. It's subscription only, so unless you want to get another way. But
it is one of those I feel bad that I have not actually watched this
You
show
should.
because I did want to. I almost feel bad, and The Man in the Iron Tower, which is on Amazon.
Yeah.
Which I have Amazon Prime. I don't know why I've watched the show, but I will watch that show this
You
weekend.
really should. You should.
Because of what you guys have said about it.
So you've got homework. You've got to watch 11/22/63 and Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
And also, I need to do a video game review on Quantum Break.
Yeah. So you're going to be busy.
Editor-in-chief over at CinemaLeaks.com, Jordan Mason.
Concentrating the TV shows. The
Guys.
video game come out.
You know me.
I'm going to review a great movie next week.
What do you got?
Barbershop 3, baby. Yes. I am so excited. Don't you look at me like that.
I want to go.
Yeah, you want to go? Come on, Tuesday night.
I've seen the other two. Fuck it.
It's Barbershop 3.
Do you have a screener for this?
Yes, I do.
From who? Is it
From Jordan.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's from Jordan. I will have a review coming up shortly for Dark Souls 3.
And I unfortunately can't make the Jungle Book screening this week.
I can't either. He asked me about that one too, but I couldn't make it.
Yeah, my wife is like working a day that week that she's not usually working, and I so want to see the Jungle Book.
I really want to as well.
It's Tuesday.
Monday. It's Monday.
Is it Monday?
It's Monday. Yeah,
Monday
that's why
night?
I couldn't make it. If it was Tuesday, I
Jordan, call me. I'll go.
You need to contact Jordan as soon as possible
Yeah.
because I swear I so want to see the Jungle
I
Book
want to
so
too. Yeah, if he had told me it was like Tuesday, I would have been there. But like Monday, I can't do, unfortunately.
But yeah, so okay.
But
This
anyway.
weekend I'm taking the kids to see Hardcore Henry. So
No, don't.
I'm saying- I'm
Just
saying- I'm
don't.
taking Caesar
Like,
Utopia.
nope, don't even do it. But anyway,
No, just have your kids watch the video for it, the bad motherfucker.
No.
And then if they can,
First
if
of all,
they can get through that,
I can't play that song in the car because I have children now. One of my favorite fucking songs. I am a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, but you're gonna take them to see that movie.
I know I can't.
All right, yeah, okay.
I'm taking them to see Zootopia.
okay, that's I've heard good things about that one.
It's my excuse to see kids' movies with my kids.
I've heard it's good, so
You
enjoy.
don't need an excuse. Just
My
go.
son, in all fairness, my daughter has watched Star Wars: The Force Awakens 5 times since we got it on DVD.
Good.
I actually need to get that.
All right, because Rey is her favorite
have
character.
not watched
That's
the
better
movie
than me.
yet.
I've only watched it 3 times.
But she
I
watched
pretty
it.
much went through all the freaking
extras. I haven't done that yet.
everything.
But here's
I
the
need to
thing.
buy it.
She watches the Rey lightsaber fight over and over again.
That's cool. That's
so
cool.
my daughter might be a swordsman at some point.
Nice.
So,
You're,
anyway.
you're teaching her
good.
right. Well, guys,
Parenting done right.
we've had a very long episode. We've actually gone
Very.
long this episode.
How long?
Yes,
It's 9:20.
We're sorry for going long, guys.
But we appreciate you guys joining
That's
us.
'cause I was
If you missed anything or you came in late, feel free to go back and watch anything that we've done. What?
What's the check?
We already talked
Actually,
about the Rogue
Shelton,
One
we
trailer.
talked about the
We
Rogue
did.
One
You gotta
trailer,
go back
okay?
and watch it. So yes, guys, if you came in late, go back, watch this episode, tell your friends about it, share it. We will have some standalone videos for what we've done, and we will have a much bigger version of Hardcore Henry spoiler-free review.
Oh, God.
Because man, that was a lot of fun to do.
That was a lot of fun.
But guys, don't forget to check out cinlinks.com for all your news, reviews, editorials, and more. We're bringing back the recap, so check out that. Father Gamer Podcast. He's doing some stuff, so check out that. And Nerd Interference is on a roll. So we've got big announcements coming. So watch every
was a nice
Saturday
live
and
episode,
listen.
John.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
like
Join us every Saturday on youtube.com/SCNS Live and on Cinelinks.com. And check it out on Podbean on Monday night. On
And we're not
Mondays.
doing the other show idea you had.
On the jackassnation.podbean.
We're not doing that.
What are you talking about?
You and your improv thing.
Oh, we're gonna do it. It's gonna happen.
Also,
Don't drag me back.
It's
to
also, while you're sitting here watching, hit that thumbs up button. That helps us out a lot.
Like
Right.
this video.
Yeah.
Subscribe to us.
Donate.
We got good. That's on Twitch.
Yeah, that's that YouTube stuff they said. Subscribe. Tell
Yeah.
your friends about it.
Because the more you watch, the more we
Or
can
I'll
improve.
find you.
Because of your
Pineapples.
watching and just things like that, we were able to upgrade our sound
reason
system
why you
and things
haven't
like
been on
that.
here
So
in a while.
we appreciate you guys just watching because it helps us get new gear and improve the product even more. So thank you.
So guys, join us for every one of our shows. Tell your friends about it. Share it around everywhere and like and subscribe, as we've all said. And don't forget to go on our Facebook page. subscribe, you know.
Facebook.com/SCNS Live. You can also follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/SCNS
Or
Live.
just tell your friends to put it on and just let it play and walk away. They can do other stuff. They can take a shower, do the laundry.
And of course, you can follow us all
Could also
individually.
watch us.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JasonTheX.
Same thing, Twitter, Instagram, at Move the Joystick.
Again, do not follow me.
Okay, so BC.
Twitter, Instagram, at RealJackassBC. All the social medias. Find me on Facebook. Let's talk some movies.
And of course, the man behind the scenes, the Professor Chris K, over there working the board.
And
a
doing
good
sound
job.
effects that you can't hear because there's not a microphone over there.
By the way, big news. This is, I don't know, it's big news to me.
What?
For Madden, people who love Madden and watching me play, I will be playing my championship round match against my buddy Kevin. It's going to happen tomorrow night. And then I will probably be in the Super Bowl again because I beat Kevin every time. So
I scored on
join
you.
us because I will be streaming both of those, and you'll probably be hearing a lot of obscenities, but probably not from me. So
I
check
scored on you.
At the end of the month, we're going to be at North Texas Comic Book Show again, our quarterly comic book show that we go to. We're going to be there again, so make sure you go there and check us out. Check out the costume contest. It's going to be fun.
Yep.
Maybe our biannual comic book but show.
It's quarterly.
It's just saying.
All right.
Maybe for us.
Let's wrap this up.
Guys, we've already gone
All right,
long
we're
enough.
going.
I'm trying to wrap, okay?
wanna
So,
go
guys, okay.
So what did you guys think
Thank
about
you for everything. Keep on nerding.
National Beer Day?
Where's my beer?